Welcome to Your Anime Senpais.
I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
Today, I feel like talking about Goblin Slayer Episode 6. How about you, John?
Whoa. I'm going to be talking about Sword Art Online Episode 6.
Well, you know what? I feel like we're going to be talking about spoilery. Honestly, I feel like we're going to be talking about some spoilery things here. So, anybody that hasn't watched these episodes may want to pause this video and go watch them and then come back and watch us. What do you think?
Or they could just watch us anyway.
Oh, yeah, if they don't mind spoilers.
I mean, if you're already here,
right.
Spoil it away. Why don't you?
Let's do it right now.
Okay, let's do it. So, Richard, Goblin Slayer, we want to talk about it. Last week, we had some goblins that were slayed, executed. Put out of their misery, came out of their hole a little too early. So, how did it go this week? The goblin count was a little lower.
Actually, time out for a second. I don't think there was any Goblin Slaying last week.
Whoa. Where was I last week?
No, seriously, I don't think there was any Goblin Slaying last week. It was actually a pretty slow episode last week.
So, Richard, Goblin Slayer.
Yep.
Last week I was hurt. No goblins were slain in last episode.
No.
Did you know that? I knew that. It hurt. I paid for a ticket to see goblins slain. Did goblins come out of their hole? Were they slain this episode?
Yes.
Yes.
In video. No. Yes, there was some Goblin Slaying in this episode, but before we could get to that, we had to have the first half kind of do a little bit of setup there, kind of slow. Honestly, if I would put a negative to this episode, it would probably be that. It was kind of slow because they had to set it up for that first half. They entered this town, water town, as it were, kind of a generic sounding name.
Whoa. Did our friend Jimmy name this town?
He might have, actually. He might have.
Oh, man.
But you know what? That's okay. I appreciate it because it's a lot easier to remember Priestess and Desk Lady and Goblin Slayer and Watertown. It's a lot easier for me
got a point there,
to remember that stuff instead of such and such town or such and such lady. I appreciate that, Goblin Slayer. Thank you so much. In any case, as I was saying, it was the first half was kind of slow. I mean, they were just kind of going to this town, getting their mission, and then as soon as they got the mission parameters and whatnot, off to the races for the Goblin Slaying. So go down to the sewers, start doing their thing. They really this party, Goblin Slayer's party, really seems to got this kind of synergy going on there. You got
that's good.
The elf with her long range attacks. You got the priestess with her protection and whatnot. The dwarf and his magic. The lizard man, he's got a little bit of magic too, but he's also got the melee going on. And of course, you got the Goblin Slayer doing the Goblin Slaying. I mean, he's got that pat down. Just he knows what he's doing. So they kind of rely on him for attack strategies, and then after that they just kind of do their thing. So. In any case, I kind of also wanted to touch on this too. The soundtrack for this series is pretty good, honestly, especially when they were doing the actual fighting the goblins and whatnot. Got that rock music going and everything. Really sets the mood. I appreciate it.
Great.
But you know what also sets the mood, John?
Opera music?
No, not quite.
Oh.
You're close, though. You're close.
Well, what else?
A giant albino alligator. That's what sets the mood.
I don't know if I have one of those. Do you?
I don't.
Oh.
But you know what the downside to that, though, is? The Goblin Slayer doesn't care because it's not a goblin. So.
Oh. That's very true.
That's not a goblin. I don't care about this thing.
It can do whatever it wants.
Yeah, but you know what? It's okay because he can still use that as part of his tools to slay goblins. So, I mean, on top of all what the rest of his party can do, he even uses the alligator to help slay some goblins. So it's just like, hey, there you go. Feed the alligator, take care of some
with
goblins.
all those restrictions that were put on.
Right, yeah. No fire, no water, no poison. So,
what's up with that?
Right, but you know what? Goblin Slayer, he's a really resourceful guy. So you gotta hand it to him. So, in any case, overall, I give this episode a really big thumbs up. Goblin Slaying, that's what I'm here for. That's what you're here for.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what you guys are here for, right? So, you know what? Good episode. Let's talk about Sword Art Online.
Let's do it, because
Okay.
they definitely did in Sword Art.
Well, last time we were in the real world. Is that where we're at still?
Oh man, we can't get out of the real world now.
Okay.
I mean, before we were stuck in the virtual world. Now we just can't seem to get back into it. So anyway, let's just kind of start with the fact that the whole reason Kirito's in this place, did this whole game where they shuffled them all around, brought him to this little water base, whatever, was the fact that they said that he needed specialized treatment for something that happened to his brain as a result of this death gun that he was shot with in the first episode. It kind of didn't match up with me. Didn't line up. So I did a little research, looked up the facts of the death gun from Season 2 of Sword Art, and the death gun only actually had chemicals inside of it that affected your heart and actually just caused your heart to stop beating. Nowhere, I mean, I went pretty in depth into this, nowhere in that was your brain affected. Total shenanigans from now on this whole show, because the whole plot to me just broke apart right there. But anyway, we needed a reason to get Kirito into action, so whatever, I'm along for the ride. So anyway, let's go on to what happened. So anyway, this whole episode laid out the entire plot of the whole show. Besides seeing Kirito's reaction to it, we're done. We're done with the whole season. We know kind of the basics of everything. I was like, yeah.
Everybody go home.
I was like, well, so this is all done. Can we just see Kirito fight stuff? Because that's all I'm really here for now, is if Kirito don't fight, I don't care. So we find out the whole reason behind the Alicization program, which was basically to build an AI from the bottom up, which... if you don't know, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time, today's AI is actually built top down, where a programmer programs and responses to different things. They're doing a bottom up, kind of like how a normal person's brain works. Very basic explanation. So anyway, they're trying to make this AI, and and they kind of even tell us why. I mean, this episode laid it all out. So they want an AI, basically can almost be a soldier, can kill people. That's what they want. And that's, kind of what I'm saying. Whenever Kirito finds out about all this, it's just going to be his reaction to it. That's all that's left. So anyway, they wanted to get a true bottom-up AI. They needed to have a newborn's brain, essentially. So they copied souls of newborns, but not human newborns like I thought they were. They started off with real souls or real people and put them into this world, copied their soul basically, and sped up time. Sped up time a lot. We talked about speeding up time. They hit the fast forward button, then they just mashed it down. So they sped up time 5,000 times. Nothing big.
Okay.
So in 3 weeks we got 480 years. Just knocked it out. So now we definitely have some newborns that are pure AI newborns. So that's what they're wanting, but they didn't know that by doing this, they would establish their own government and whatever else. All these nice little details. So they basically don't have any crime. They don't have any murder. They don't have any litter. They have perfect citizens.
That sounds great.
I know, but not if you're trying to make soldiers that are bloodthirsty killers.
That's fair.
So that's another point to this show, is that they basically just said they introduced Kirito into all this to kind of shake things up, to see what he would do if he were to influence some of the AIs. And that's actually what happened to Alice. She was affected by Kirito, and that's why she wanted to reach out to save that one injured person in the first episode, and by doing that committed the taboo index violation and was sent off to be punished. So lots of details, lots of information, more so than we probably should have got. I don't know. Anyway, overall though, this was an interesting episode. I'll give it a thumbs up just because you tried. I mean, you gave us everything we wanted. Everything. I mean, I don't want any more, really. I mean, like I said, I just want some sword fighting, and
Right.
I'm satisfied. We can just end it after that. I mean, because the Goblin fight with Kirito was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already told you there's a new animating company doing all this something because it's amazing over the top. So looking forward to those fights. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for watching, and check out our other videos.
See ya.
So yeah, that's possibly the best anime I've ever seen.
The best.
Yeah, the best. You need to check it out.
Okay, you know what? I'll check it out right this second.
Oh,
right now,
let's
right?
go watch it then.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go watch it, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, hey. If you like this video, go down there and hit the like button.
And you know what? While you're there, there's a subscribe button and a notification button, so whenever we post a video, you guys will be notified.
Yeah, and even further below that's our comment section. So go down there, share your thoughts on this video, and let us know what you thought about it, and give us some feedback.
Yeah, but please just keep the spoilers to a minimum, please.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you next time.